If you have been following me since this transfer window started, you'll be hearing names like Bruce Bihol, Ugochukwu, and Marc Guehi, which is like obviously our centre back position, which we will give you more updates on. Already I dropped a video in the morning talking about them, so make sure you go check it out. But in this video, we'll bring on some new news. Obviously, the Athletic released an article, and Chelsea are linked with few players, and we'll probably be talking about Chelsea legend Mikel Obi and Nicolas Jackson. They are at it again. You get me? Beginning of this season, they fired shots at each other's. And Nicolas Jackson tell Mikel Obi to shut his mouth, and since then Nicolas Jackson has been on a good form. And for the past 4 games, actually, I can remember, Nicolas Jackson hasn't scored a goal, and Chelsea hasn't been winning. In the last 4 games, only Kopama has been scoring, and Mikel Obi has yet again criticized Jackson. What should I say? Criticize, it sounds like more peaceful. Let's make it more violent. Fires shot at Jackson. He digs at Jackson. It's violence. And obviously, we'll be expecting a response. But before we get into all that, welcome back to the channel. This is Papi Knows Football. You get me? So, first of all, like the video. I don't they tell you now. Like this video. Like the video every time. If you like the video, it helps you help me. While I help you, I bring you news and entertainment. Don't you like what I'm doing here? I'm entertaining you. You get me? And so at the end of the video, like what I'm doing here, make sure you smash the subscribe button. So yeah, let's get into it. Mikel Obi. This is what Mikel Obi had to say about Nicolas Jackson. He's not scoring enough goals. Listen, he puts himself in good position, but he's not finishing. He's not scoring enough. He's not the striker that is going to get us to top 4 or win us the Premier League title. And obviously, this is part 1 of 1. That's not the only thing he said about about Nicolas Jackson. I think he said some things more. I think I agree with Mikel Obi on this. In as much as everyone will say, he doesn't like Jackson, I said it. If Chelsea had signed Osimhen, the summer transfer would have been 8 over rating. I rated our transfer 5 point something or 6 point something over 10, because we didn't have a Victor Osimhen or a proven striker in that team. And Nicolas Jackson, in as much as he's good, we can't be relying on him. Nicolas Jackson and Marc Guehi is not a striker that a serious team needs. No serious team. Look at Arsenal. They are not a serious team. They don't have a serious striker. Check every team that have a serious team. They have killers up front. Liverpool, Newcastle, Real Madrid, Barcelona. They have killers. We don't have. The only thing we have is Kopama. We don't have killers up front. I don't say players that score. I mean killers. Players that are killers. Murderers. You get me? Players that, like, oh my god. I think I agree with him on this. And a lot of Chelsea fans are actually agreeing. Some will not agree. In as much as I like Jackson, like I've said, I said it in my video. I said it in my season review. And it's just like I'm a prophet. Everything I said in my season review is exactly what is happening. We need a striker. You need a striker. And Mikel Obi furthermore went on and said, if we have Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres, trust me, we'll be competing to win the league. I said this in the beginning of the season. If we have, I don't fancy Gyökeres, but yeah, he's a good striker. I don't fancy Gyökeres. I'm not his biggest fan. I don't want him at Chelsea. If he come, fine, but he's not my first choice. I want Victor Osimhen, Isaac. He's saying Leon Delap. We have a lot of young players. Look at our team. A lot of young players. Look at the form we are on. We don't have leaders. Bring in Osimhen is a leader. Osimhen is the... Oh my God. I've seen him play. That brother is passionate. I've seen he's the kind of player that is going to charge the whole team. Galvanize we don't have it. They're bringing in some bunch of inexperienced heads in the team. The oldest player in our team is Tosin Adrabayo. And Tosin Adrabayo hasn't played in a big team, no matter how you want to. In as much as most of you, because me, I don't have a problem with Mikel Obi, most of you don't like Mikel Obi, I think he's spot on this one actually. And the further man went to say, I don't know where I could find that quote, but I actually went to his YouTube and I watched the video. He said that when we had likes of Drogba, every season we have a top striker, and he gave you example. When Drogba was at the club, we had Nicolas Jackson. We had what's his name? we have Shevchenko, we have Fernando Torres, we have Dembaba, we have Remy, we have 3-4 strikers in a team, bro. And now everyone is telling, I don't want to stamp it. Nicolas Jackson needs a competition. And I know if we bring in someone like Victor Osimhen, he's going to compete. And that is for his own good. When you see Victor Osimhen goes in and score, any opportunity you get, you grab it. You get me? I love Nicolas Jackson. I love it. I like Nicolas Jackson. But Chelsea comes first for me in anything. So I think we should be looking to make a move for a striker. Like I said, if Christopher Nkunku move, what's that striking position? We might be going in for Victor Osimhen this January. We might be forcing him because we need someone to come and help us. Not necessarily win the league, but look at Man City is picking up. Newcastle is picking up. The league just started. Nottingham Forest, they won yesterday, and as you can see, their position in the league, they're looking comfortable. They are 4 points. I think they are same points with Arsenal now. 4 points ahead of us in the league. If we drop points next week against Bournemouth, we might be going to 7 or 8. If we lose, if we drop points, lose, we go down. We are missing out on that top 4, and it's going to be very, very shameless. Very shameful, not shameless, shameful. But I like how the board are responding, because they have been making a lot of move in the market. Nico Williams is the next person we'll be talking about. Obviously, in the summer, we were linked heavily to Nico Williams, but he extended his contract, or he opted to stay at Athletic Bilbao for this season. And you have clubs like Barca interested in him, and what's his name? Arsenal are equally interested. Well, according to David Einstein and the Athletic, he said that Nico Williams has a host of suitors. Arsenal and Chelsea are high among them. I think PSG are equally there, so a lot of players are in for him. Nico Williams is a very good player. That's a deal we should look out for. And in as much as, let me be honest, I don't think that deal is going to happen. Obviously, for some reasons, salary being the number one issue here, and then I think he prefer to move to Barcelona than move to Chelsea. I don't know, you get me? But we should watch out for Nico Williams there and see what happens. And obviously, I've been calling for Chelsea to recall Andre Santos. You get me? But it looks like we are not recalling Andre Santos, because according to Johnson Sports, he said that Chelsea do not intend to end Andre Santos' spell at Strasbourg, and this is because Strasbourg is owned by Blueco. And if you don't know Blueco is like the group that owns Chelsea. The Clear Lake, they want to have some, what's it called, the club kidney, buy some other clubs and buy young players, multi-club system. Yeah, I think that's the best way to explain it. But yeah, I think you understand what I mean. So Chelsea owns Strasbourg, so ending Santos loan at Strasbourg will kind of affect their season, and that's bad business for Blueco. So Blueco doesn't want to go and end Santos loan and hurting the Strasbourg season, because it's their business as well. So that doesn't look likely. A record that looks likely is Ugochukwu. Obviously, in the first half of the season, he has been at Southampton. Before they changed their coach, or before they sacked their coach, he hasn't been playing, and there were talks of him returning. Obviously, during December, they sacked their coach, and the new manager came in, played him in as a sub. I think he has started 2 of their games. But it looks like Chelsea are weighing up whether to end midfielder Leslie Ugochukwu's loan at Southampton. See, we need bodies in that midfield. We need legs. You get me? Yeah, Romeo Lavia, I think he has returned to training. I think we'll be seeing him this weekend play against Monkberg. I don't know the name of that team. I'll learn it. But we'll see him playing this weekend in our FA Cup fixture. But yeah, I think we need bodies. You get me? To give Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez some rest. You get me? And so we just have to see what happens. So moving on, Konichukwu Emeka. This is the update on Konichukwu Emeka. This is still on the Athletic, and they said that Konichukwu Emeka is generating interest from clubs in Premier League, Germany, Italy, and has made it clear they only consider a permanent sale. Like I said, Konichukwu Emeka looks like sure he's going. He's the one that is going to leave. Connie is leaving Chelsea. And so we'll just have to see if a club comes up with what Chelsea is asking, then fine. If a club doesn't come up, then we'll just have to see what happens. I think by the end of this, I think if we knew we wouldn't have been playing, I think we should have sent him on a loan, then sell him next summer if that's the club, the plan of the club. But moving on, Cassidy obviously, who looks like certainly is going to be leaving. I said those two might be leaving, and Torino obviously has made an offer. You get me? So according to the Athletic, Torino has made a bid for the Italian under-21 midfielder Cesare Cassidy, but it's below Chelsea asking price of 20 to 25 million euros. So Chelsea is demanding 20 million pounds for Cesare Cassidy and a buyback clause in the future, which I think makes sense. I think he's a very good player, and he has high ceiling. He just needs somewhere where he could play regularly. Yeah, so we'll just have to see how that goes. And then I think this is not the last. We'll save the best for the last though. We'll talk about Marc Guehi actually. So Kenan Hall, obviously we have discussed a lot about him. I've discussed about him yesterday, day before yesterday. So according to them, they say Kenan Hall is most likely to leave on loan. West Ham are one of the club interested. I said it yesterday, but like I said, I don't know how that is possible. It's likely, but I don't think it's happening unless the player wants to leave. Then yeah, but I don't think Chelsea is, because if you look at our midfield is slim. Our midfield is tiny. We don't have bodies there, so we need players there. So I don't see Kenan Hall leaving. I think we might retain him to this season and see what happens in the summer. And the last news we'll be talking about, news we'll be touching about is Marc Guehi. Obviously, Chelsea are heavily linked on Marc Guehi and even trying to put a stunt on, recalling Trevor Chalobah. But yeah, like I said in one of my videos, I said his valuation. And Crystal Palace has already doubled down on Marc Guehi's valuation. So Crystal Palace will rebuff Chelsea offer to resign centre back Marc Guehi with the South London club 70 million valuation of the England international, much higher than what Chelsea side are currently willing to pay. Obviously, yesterday night there were reports that Chelsea made an offer for Marc Guehi, which Crystal Palace tagged as a silly offer or something like that. So it looks like maybe Chelsea might move it there with a 25 billion or 30 billion offer, and Crystal Palace were like, this is silly. Obviously, Newcastle bid 50 million for Marc Guehi last summer, which was rejected. So they value him at 70 million, like I said. So I don't see the way Chelsea is going to sign him for 70 million. And will I pay 70 million for Marc Guehi? Don't really think so. You have this RC lens player, we could bring him. But another thing is that we need leaders. So we just have to see what happens. So if that's all for now. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And obviously, I'll see you in the next one. It could be.